just has a few words to share to you, to impart it to you.
A few? Whoa, wait.
Well, you know. It's tough being the last speaker.
Yeah, thanks.
But I don't have to give her an introduction. Help me welcome National Consultant Debbie Atkinson!
You know, they did do the 20 things on the handkerchief, and I thought earlier, you know, when they did the one about the diaper, I thought that was kind of stupid till earlier when Heidi was up here. We almost needed it then, right? Well, you know, thank you, Esther, for letting me follow Elizabeth. She just, like, fantastic over there. That's a hard act to follow. Right? But look at, yes, thank you. Wasn't this a great conference? Oh my goodness! This has been such a wonderful conference. You know, and thanks to all who made it successful, all the people behind the scenes, all the teachers that we had, the trainers, everybody had a part. And you had a part too. You were here. You were here. A little over 500 people, women of strength, were here. Not all our women, right? Not all of our women were here. And they missed out, but you were here. So give yourselves a pat on the back and a round of applause. Oh, we have to do it right. Give yourself an applause right, yeah. Well, that was all great yesterday too. You know, we learned so much, and I like the one about learning about the, you know, your personal hand and your public hand. I've had a lot of fun with that one already. That was awesome. I like that. But all the great speakers, all the great trainers, I mean, it's just been amazing. You know, our fifth annual, 5. Woo! Just think when it's 15 and 20. Oh my gosh. I don't know how we're going to do it, but we will. Okay, but let me say that I think it ranks right up there with ambition. Just don't tell Jerry and Chris I said that. But let's see, wait a minute. We didn't give you triple and double for 2 more weeks. We didn't give you a Cadillac. Right. We didn't even give you more states like maybe Florida or Virginia.
Can you do that?
We didn't. But you know, if we could, we would. But look at what we gave you. We gave you some of the best training. You know, we gave you our hearts. We showed you what we've done to make us successful because we want to see you go out and become successful.
Thank you.
We already know you're a woman of strength. But what we want you to become is a woman of strength champion. Champions are not born, they're made. All right? That's right. So, now I have to stay on track because they only give me so long to talk, and you know, that's kind of hard for me, but I can do this. We gave you all of our women of strength champions here to train you today. And I'm going to start off with this video. Now, those are some great people, right? Some of those we really don't know of. But I figured since they were in the video, they must be great. All right. But we have some of our own Ambit Women of Strength champions. And I'm going to talk about just a few. Now, I got to tell you something, that we've got many, many, many champions in Ambit. Women champions. But I'm just going to talk about a few. We've got EC Adriana Adams. She signed up one time and she never looked back. And you know what's so great about her story? Is because everything she said she was going to do, she did. One day I came off the stage, the very first ambition she went to, I came off the stage. She says, Debbie, one day I will be on that stage. The very next year, she was on that stage accepting a Pure Energy Award. She not only retired herself, she's able to homeschool her son. She's able to take care of her elderly parents, and she retired her husband so he didn't have to leave the family. Yes. We've got EC Rose Duncan. Someone talked earlier about sacrifice. It's only temporary. Well, the minute we brought on California, she left her husband and 5 children behind in Texas to go out to Florida to build California. I wished. To go out to California to build this business. Now, she went out there to build with her family. This was a family of naysayers. Yeah. So she overcame a lot, but she sacrificed a lot. And she's been home less time than she's been away. But it paid off because she went EC through that team. National Consultant Esther Spina. It's so funny because, yes, woo-hoo! Not only do we appreciate and are thankful that she had the vision for this women's conference and she followed through, but she went to her first Ambit meeting to protect her son from one of those things, right? Thank goodness she loves her son. And she went there and saw what we saw. But she has gone on and on to help so many of us through this women's conference. So thank you. EC Debbie Heckendorn. She started her Ambit business the day she opened up her real estate business. She was focused on her real estate business, but it got in the way of her living. So she started focusing on her Ambit business. She was able to sell her real estate business, and now she's getting ready to get fitted for her yellow jacket. And what can you say about 80 Mauser? Besides being one of my bestest friends. She is one, and she got, an award last night because she is a servant. She doesn't know anyone that she's not immediately a supporter of theirs. She has traveled around. She helps people build their business. She's sought after right now. Everyone wants her. Even the men want her to go and teach her trigger training. Right. There's so many others, and I know people had to jump through hoops to get here. People from the Northeast, because they were having bad weather coming in. Yes, and yes. Thank you for coming down here through all of that. We had Heidi Morales. What she had to do was leave 2 days early to get here. And Donna Durkowski, she had 2 of her flights canceled. She sat in the airport the whole day, got here after midnight on Friday night. So we know what you've had to do. You've had to jump through hoops to get here. But was it worth it? Absolutely. I gotta follow up something on Terry Smith this morning. She's so funny. You know, when Pastor Kenny told me that, I have to share this with my wife, and he didn't come in the business for 5 months. And he kept saying, well, it's my wife, it's my wife. I'm like, well, bring her to a meeting. And for 5 months, I thought he was making up this lady. And then she finally came. That's all right. It's not what you do before you get in the business. It's what you do after you get in the business. Champions are not born. They're made. They're made from something they have deep down inside of them. A desire, a dream, a vision. Are you a champion? Do you have that deep down inside of you, that burning desire? Champions are goal-oriented. Now, we talk all the time about goals and vision boards. If your business is not what you want it to be, then there's 2 things that's wrong. One, either you're not focused enough on your dreams and your goals, or your dreams and goals just aren't big enough. I had a consultant email that to me the other day. I thought, okay, I put it in. I love that. I want you to dream bigger. 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 I want you to dream bigger. If your goal is to make $1,000 a month in Ambit Energy, that's okay if you're just getting started. But if you've been in a while, you've got to stretch that. You've got to make it bigger. Now, I know it's not all about the money, but it's nice. Right? It's what we do with it. You see, we can help others. We can donate more. Let me ask you, would it be okay if you personally sponsored someone and they went to national consultant? What if you're still a regional consultant? It's okay. That's the growth you want in your downline. It's okay. Let them go. Heck, absolutely. Let's define financial freedom. Financial freedom is not having $1 million a month coming into your bank account if you're spending $1,001. You're in the hole. Financial freedom is having enough money coming in your bank account every month that you can live life and your family without you having to go to work every day for it. Isn't that Ambit Energy? It's something you get started. When I first started, my first goal, I went to my very first training in November of 2006. My first goal was to go home and quit my part-time job. That was the one in the evening. I'd started at 4:30 and go to 1:30 in the morning. Yeah, by the end of December, I fired that boss. That's fun. How many people want to fire some bosses? There's not as many hands went up right there as I thought. Oh, okay. All right. So then I went to my second training in Dallas in January of 2007, and I left that training saying, well, shoot, I'm going to fire the other boss. I'm going to retire from nursing. I started telling people about that. I started telling them all my goals. And that's when they started saying, oh, you can't do that. Even people in Ambit.
Why not?
People that have been there, done that, and came out of retirement was telling me I shouldn't quit my job because they thought they were protecting me. They thought I was setting myself up for failure. Now, they had my best interest in mind, but it's just a good thing I didn't listen to them. You see, I did. I wanted to have financial freedom. I've wanted that for a long time, and I never had that. Many of you know the story. My lights got cut off before. My kids, we come home from school, and we don't have any lights. That's frightening to young children. So, of course, you make up this story that you saw one of those trucks down the street. It must have been a transformer. We were so I won't say poor, but we just didn't have enough money to pay the light bill. But we did candlelight, we did homework by candlelight, and we ate peanut butter and jelly sandwiches that night. So it's so ironic that I have it for free now. But what I want to tell you is, people are going to tell you that it can't happen for you. Listen to your heart above all the other voices. Listen to your dreams inside of you. Don't give up on your life. Don't give up on financial freedom. It's very frustrating to keep inviting people to meetings and they don't show up, right? That fueled my fire. Let it fuel your fire. For 8 weeks I invited people. These were friends. These were people saying, I will be there. And for 8 weeks, I sat there at the door waiting on them. In 8 weeks, they didn't show up. They still haven't shown up. So don't think you're by yourself. Have you ever heard you need to do more research? I need to do more research. Well, it's over. I got all the research here I'm going to tell you. This is the research. Official U.S. government reports, we love those, point out that more than 3.5 million jobs have been eliminated over the past 10 years. More frightening, an estimated 55% of all jobs created in the next 10 years will be near minimum wage. Currently, 90% of all people in North America earn less than 40% a year. At age 50, 75% have less than $5,000 in the savings account. At age 65, 45% of Americans depend on relatives, 30% depend on charities, 23% are still working because they can't afford to quit. Only 2% are self-sustaining. One of the most disheartening statistics is that 95% of people 65 and over cannot afford to retire and work until they die. Well, isn't that just great news? But there is a solution. Since the 1950s, there has been 6 recessions in the United States of different degrees. With each recession, the multi-level marketing industry has experienced significant growth because as the economy goes one way, network marketing goes the other. Currently, our economy is just coming out of or going into another official recessional period, depending upon who you talk to. Once again, indicators are showing that the multi-level marketing industry is beginning another growth trend here in the United States. Yeah, talk about being in the right place at the right time. So your research is over. We got to go share this with people because they're looking. So why does the network marketing industry increase during down economic times? Simple, because there are more people out there looking for another stream of income. There are more potential business partners in a recession because of the uncertainty of their current and future financial situation. Many have lost their jobs, had their wages or overtime cut back, or simply are concerned that they may be next in line for a layoff or a cutback. For those that are financially stable, they are realizing that they may no longer be safe and that additional income wouldn't be a bad thing. The multi-level marketing industry gives the average person the ability to create residual income, the king of all incomes. Or should I say, the queen of all incomes. It comes in month after month for doing the work we did once in the past. And that's ambit energy for sure. It also provides the opportunity with a much smaller investment than what it would take to build a brick and mortar business. There are many that are able to build a large income in network marketing that provides full financial freedom. Because of this ability to generate extra income for the average person, there will be a rush into this industry over the next several years. Yeah, good news. People will need alternatives. Talk about being in the right place at the right time. Our timing is perfect. As you build your Ambit business, keep your focus, laser focus, blinders on, straight ahead. Live life with fulfillment, purpose, and passion. Do you want to build your dreams or someone else's dreams? Success takes time. Be patient building your Ambit business. Practice and preparation is key. Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity, so be prepared. You're in the World Cup of business. It's the Super Bowl. You control your future, but you never get where you want to be if you stay where you are. Actions create momentum. Others do not expect you to win. In fact, some would like to see you fail. You ever feel that way? Yes. Don't ever let anyone tell you that you can't do something. This is how I think. Now, you know, my dad comes from Brooklyn. So this is how I think. Screw with my Ambit business and you screw with my life. When you screw with my life, you screw with my family. And nobody screws with the family. How do you think? Are you that committed? Don't let anybody steal your dreams. Don't let anybody screw with your family. A true champion is someone who persists even when the rest of the world says it can't be done. Muhammad Ali was asked, how many sit-ups do you do each day? He said, I don't count. I only count when they start to hurt. That's when they start to count. Are you counting the no's? Those don't count. Only the yeses count. That's when they start to count. Don't worry about those no's. Do you want success bad enough to hurt? Yeah, they do. Do you want success bad enough that you're willing to help other people be successful no matter what it takes? Yes. That's what we do. People helping people. You have chosen the path to bring you where you are today. You can choose the path where you will be tomorrow. That's MC, go to RC. RC, go to SC. SC, go to EC. EC, baby. MC is where it's at. Jim Rohn said, if you don't design your own life plan, chances are you will fall into somebody else's plan. And guess what they have planned for you? Not much. That's right. Want to make the next year different than the past year? Want to make the next year better than the past year? Nobody can go back and start a new beginning, but anyone can start today and make a new ending. See, today is the first day of your Ambit business. It doesn't matter what happened yesterday. Today's the first day of your Ambit business. What you think, you become. Be the change in your family. Have a sense of humor. Have fun building this business. Find yourself in the service of others. Help other people be successful and you will see success too. Our greatness is being able to remake ourselves each and every day. Realize that you are the one you've been waiting on. You don't have to depend on anyone else. In order to embrace the future, you will have to make some changes in life. If you want to rise higher, you have to break away from what's limiting you. You will have to be willing to examine where you are and what changes need to be made for you to move forward. Joel Osteen said, if you're the smartest one in your group is too small. You will want to find people that will challenge you, to stretch you, to move you forward to the next level. Surround yourself with people that will cause you to rise higher, to achieve the life you desire and deserve. Decide to start living the life you only imagined. Ignore the people that say it can't be done. Turn your can'ts into cans and your dreams into plans. Champions believe. What we have in our hands is the power. The power to help others make money and save money, right? We can help a senior citizen go out and get free electricity. She can take the money that she saves on her free electricity bill and now be able to buy medications. Or maybe turn her air conditioner on this summer. You know, you might have just saved a life there. Think about the power you have in your hands. We have the power to help someone make money, maybe save their home from foreclosure. I have heard testimonials where Ambit has done that. The power to help someone put food on the table and buy clothes for their family. The power to help someone buy a car and send their children to college. The power to help a mom stay at home and raise her children. You have the power in your hands. I get very emotional when I start to talk about Ambit. And I'll tell you why. It's because I give so much thanks that Chris called me that day to tell me I needed to take a look at something. And even when I said no, I wasn't interested, he said, but you don't even know what you're saying no to. And I said, okay, I'll take a look. I'm still not going to do it. Well, and here I am. But if he hadn't have called me, I wouldn't be here right now. I would actually be on my way probably to the second job. Where would you be if you hadn't got that call about Ambit Energy? Think where you would be in your life. Now let's think about the others we're going to go out and touch with this opportunity. If you don't tell them about it, they might never hear about Ambit. You have the power in your hands to change people's lives for the better. You've got to go share this with other people. You see, I know you've got a champion inside of there. Right there is sitting champion. We had over 500 champions in this room today. Yeah, that's you. Y'all are the inspiration that we thrive off of. You see, we know right where you're sitting. You're sitting there going, well, they said I can do it, but I'm not so sure I can. I'm scared. I got that no, and that was the person going to come in my business and blow it up. We've been there. We've sat there. We've had all of that. I got to make you understand. I wish you could see it through my eyes. The only difference between you and me is time. A lot more no's, a lot more disappointments, a lot of sacrifice. It's only temporary. Only temporary. So, you know, who's a woman of champion right here? Woman of strength champion. Yes, stand up! Yes! We are people helping people. We are champions. We are here to make a difference in this world. I give a compact out every year. You got your compact? What we learned last year? when Stacy talked is the first thing you do every morning when you look in the mirror is you say, hello, gorgeous. Right, and throughout the day, every time you look in the mirror, you start it off with, hello, gorgeous. Well, now I'm going to expand on that because we're going to open our compact and we're going to go, hello, gorgeous champion. All right. Every time you look in the mirror, you're a gorgeous champion. You have gone through so much that got you here today. You will go through more and more and more. But you know what? It's going to get you to where you want to be. You're a champion. And I love you. You inspire me. And you keep us going. So, great conference. It wouldn't have been made possible.
She's just a girl and she's on fire.